Shavua Tov, friends. That's the blessing. We bless each other at the end of Shabbos. And at the end of Shabbos, there's a tradition to tell a Baal Shem Tov story. And today we're going to tell the Baal Shem Tov story about Hershltzig and the goats. The Baal Shem Tov was walking around the market and suddenly saw a man with a ray of light beaming on top of his head. And he thought to himself, this man must have done a very righteous deed if he has a ray of light coming out of his head, because it isn't a physical light. It's a spiritual light that only righteous people could see. So he started following the person around, and he was trying to learn what are these deeds that this person is doing that make him have this light coming out of his head. So he saw that the person worked as a mover, carrying heavy stuff for people. And at the end of the day, he would come back home, and there were 4 goats that would come out towards him, and he would feed the goats, milk the goats, and give the milk out. So he wanted to talk to the person, but he didn't know how to approach him and how to start a conversation. Oh, my goats! How are you? Let me feed you some good food, and then I'll milk you, and I'll give the milk out to the poor and then the children and the elderly of our community. Good goats, oh, sweet goats, yeah. So the Baal Shem Tov decided to approach him and ask him for a cup of milk. Hello there, can I ask you for a cup of milk? A cup of milk, of course. And please, come to my hut and I'll give you a cup of milk. Oh, what wonderful milk. Oh, so fresh and delicious. I'm not usually a big talker, and I don't usually tell people my story, but I really have to tell you my story. I used to be married to such a righteous woman. She was wonderful, and she used to help all the elderly in the neighborhood. She used to visit people who weren't feeling well. And after she passed away, she came to me in her dream, and she told me, Hershltzig, I made it all the way up to heaven. And I can tell you who's here with me. And there are 2 types of people. Either people who learn and study lots of Torah. And the second type of people are people who did very good deeds to other people in the world. Gave charity or helped other people. And Hershltzig, I know that you're not very big at learning. You were never so good at school and studying. So what I recommend, so you can meet me here in heaven after you pass away, after you're 120 years old, is to do good deeds to other people. Be righteous. Give charity. And I woke up in the morning and I thought to myself, but how? I'm not rich. How can I give charity? What can I do? So I'm a mover. I saved, coin to coin for my working. And then I bought 4 goats. And every day I feed these goats with very, very nutritious and very special food. And the milk that I milk from them is very healthy milk. And I give this milk out to the elderly of the city, to people who aren't feeling well, to little children who need some more food supplements. And this is my charity that I do. Now I understand why this person has a ray of light that's following him to everywhere because of his righteous deeds that he's doing and his charity and the creative way he did it. And I want to tell you another thing. Last night, my wife came to me in the dream again, and she told me today you're going to meet someone in the market who's going to ask for a cup of milk. Bring him to your hut, give him a cup of milk, tell him your story, and he'll bless you with all the blessings. That's amazing! You knew I would ask for the cup of milk. You were waiting for me. Yes, I was. And the Baal Shem Tov indeed blessed him with all the blessings of happiness and health and a long life and to be prosperous. And Hershltzig never stopped with the goats. Even when his life completely changed and he became very wealthy and his whole life changed, he continued with his acts of kindness and charity. So I bless us all with a great week and see you next time. Bye!